Hey everybody, welcome to TechMart Gaming. In today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing the PlayStation Portal after owning it for 4 months, and I'm mad excited to show you guys how the PlayStation Portal runs on my Wi-Fi network, the servers that I use, and the hardware that I recommend so your PlayStation Portal can connect to your PS5 seamlessly. So stick around to the end of the video so you can get the full breakdown of everything. But before I get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to TechMart Gaming so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. In the meantime, let's get into it. Now, starting off with the hardware durability, the PlayStation Portal has held up pretty fairly over the course of 4 months. I normally have a silicone case on this thing, but I like to take it off just to feel the PlayStation Portal. If we take a look at the bottom of the PlayStation Portal, you'll know that there's a little bit of scuffs near the charging port, which is actually normal because, let's be honest, who really turns the PlayStation Portal all the way around and put the charging port inside of it? I just go ahead and slap that thing inside of it and call it a day. And if you take a look at the back of the PlayStation Portal, it's still white and vibrant like I just took it out the box, so no complaints here. Now if we take a look at the triggers, they move exactly like the DualSense controller, which is my favorite about the PlayStation Portal. I haven't had any button malfunctions or any stickiness, which is good, and this goes the same for the volume buttons and the link button along with the power button. Now if we take a look at the front of the PlayStation Portal, you can see that everything is nice and clicky like it just came out of the box. This is because I washed my hands before I touched this device. This is going to help reduce stick drift and button malfunctions. Now as you can see, I have a screen protector on my screen so I don't have any scratches. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check that out. I do have a little bit of bubbles on the edges, but honestly it's protecting my screen and I can't complain. In addition to that, I do have a hard shell PlayStation Portal case, and it protects it every time I want to take it upstairs or if I want to take it outside. Then I can easily power up the PlayStation Portal and go ahead and connect it to my PlayStation 5. It takes about 10 seconds, so I ended up speeding up this clip. Now the first game that I'm going to play on the PlayStation Portal is the Crew Motorfest. This is one of my favorite racing games on the PlayStation Portal and just on the PS5 in general because it has a great storyline with some amazing narrators that tell you about the cars that you're driving. As you can see, I'm driving a GTR, and it has some really rich history behind this thing, and I'm really trying to learn about cars, and this game is perfect for it. And let's not forget about the vibrations and haptics. Everything that you see on the screen is now being translated to the vibrations and haptics, so if I bump into a car, or if I bump into a wall, or if I go over any speed bumps, I feel this on the DualSense controller, and now I can feel this on the PlayStation Portal, which bridges the gap from the PS5 and remote play devices. And I honestly think that this game is worth it to play if you are looking for a racing game and you know you're not trying to pay for Gran Turismo since it's $70. This game was actually on sale for $30 and I highly recommend it. Now the next game that I enjoy playing is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. This is controversial because a lot of people feel like you can't play Call of Duty on the PlayStation Portal due to latency, but in my opinion, everything has been working out pretty fine for me. I'm actually a pretty good Call of Duty player, so I really don't have any situations where I can't kill people. And this is most likely due to my internet speeds and my hardware setup for my Wi-Fi, and I'll go ahead and get into that later in the video. Now, if you're trying to be really competitive, then I won't recommend the PlayStation Portal. This is morely for casual play. If you're playing a story mode or just a multiplayer match, most likely team deathmatch is going to work out the best for you. But if you want to play Warzone, go straight to your PlayStation 5. This is going to reduce the latency and just the timing of all of your shots. But if you like to just play casually on the couch or if you're in the bed, this is the perfect device for it. I will recommend that you have some type of SMG or assault rifle. I normally like to use snipers too. As you can see in this clip, I do have a sniper and it's a little hard to get to people, but if you keep playing a couple of games, you're probably going to get the timing down right. Now the next game that I'm going to play on the PlayStation Portal for you guys is NBA 2K24. I finally pulled the trigger just because this was on sale for 20 bucks, and I really wanted to see how this cross-generation platform really worked on 2K24 since I can now play with Xbox players, but that's only on the PlayStation 5 directly. On the PlayStation Portal, I really like to play the story mode so I can grind out my player so I can get my rank up. I really don't recommend playing online inside of the park because there's already a delay when you're playing on the PlayStation 5. So when you're playing on the PlayStation Portal, you're going to get double that latency, which I don't recommend that you guys want to experience. Now, as far as the single player mode, the PlayStation Portal actually handles this game fairly well. The graphics are on point and the speakers are quite loud when it comes down to you wanting to hear the commentators speak about how the game is playing. Now for the haptics and vibrations on the PlayStation Portal, I do feel like there's a slight improvement on 2K24 2K24 compared to 2K23 where you're playing offense or defense. Especially when you're getting physical with the player, you can really feel the controller start to vibrate, and it really feels like you're playing some type of real physical defense against that player in real life. So shout out to Sony and 2K for teaming up together to make sure that this experience is great for everybody that plays basketball games. Now the last game that I'm going to play on the PlayStation Portal is Spider-Man 2. This is actually one of my favorite games to play because Spider-Man has always been one of my favorite superheroes, and just to have it on the PS5, aka the PlayStation Portal, is a dream. The storyline is piggybacking off of Spider-Man 1, so if you guys haven't played that yet, I highly recommend that you play that before you play Spider-Man 2. And when you're swinging around the city, you can feel that the PlayStation Portal actually comes alive. The haptics and the vibrations make you feel like you're really immersed into the gameplay, from running off of buildings to swinging on spider webs. Dodging different objects as you see on this clip really makes you think about all of the time and effort that was spent with the developers on making this game perfect for the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation Portal. I really enjoy the storyline for this game. If you have not grabbed Spider-Man 2, then you're asleep. And when it comes down to combat, everything runs pretty smooth on this game. It shows you how to use your power-ups and how to dodge your opponents. And I will say, using combos on the PlayStation Portal is just as easy as using those combos on a DualSense controller. So honestly, Sony really got this down packed when it comes down to the design of the PlayStation Portal for making sure that you can still experience the PlayStation 5 on the go. And when I'm done gaming, I put my PlayStation Portal back inside of the case. As you can see, this has some pretty handy pouches where you can put your cables. You can put other headphones inside of this case as well, and go ahead and zip it right back on up. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link in the description. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to smash that like button, comment below and tell me what games you like to play on your PlayStation Portal or PS5, and subscribe to Techmark Gaming so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. Now, lastly, for my Wi-Fi setup, a lot of people have been asking me inside of my DMs and inside of my comment section, and I'm about to put y'all on. As you can see, my PS5 is not hardwired to my router because it's actually in the laundry room, and I don't think that that's practical to have the PS5 in there. So my setup is a Spectrum modem. It's connected to my Asus Wi-Fi 6 gaming router, and the best part about this router is that it has a dual band network connection. So all of my streaming devices, like my TVs and my Roku devices, I have those all on a 2.4 gigahertz network. And then for the faster network, which is a 5 gigahertz network, I only have my PlayStation 5 and my PlayStation Portal connected, which reduces interference. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check that out. In addition to that, I have a Google Nest Mesh network, which actually extends and improves the Wi-Fi signal upstairs and downstairs, as you can see, to improve the connectivity from all of my devices. And as simple as that, that is how my PlayStation Portal is able to perform so well. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Deuces.